Look, the wicket was fine. I think it played pretty well. I think Naheed Rana was exceptional. Until he came into the game, we were ticking along okay, and he changed the game. He bowled into the wicket, created some variation and bounce, which he's allowed to do when he's bowling that pace. We didn't respond as well as we needed to. So, all credit to him. Look, it's pretty easy to answer, really. It was a pretty disappointing batting performance. I don't think there's anything shying away from that. And it wasn't just the youngsters. We were exposed, to some good bowling, and then we went into our shell a little bit. So we have to turn things around really quickly. Youngsters they've got to learn, and you've got to give them opportunities to learn and grow. So we would love them to run out and score 100 on debut, but they actually have to go through some tough challenges. So we have to show some resilience over the next few days and come back and fight well in the next game. It's actually the first time I've seen him bowl live. I've seen him bowl a lot on TV. I thought he bowled really nicely, even in warm-ups. He looked like he had his timing going well. And he bowls hard into the surface. He presents the seam. He bowls cross seam. I thought he was a really promising bowler. And today, you get 6 wickets in an ODI. It's a pretty special effort. So, he deserves all the recognition he gets. Well, look, I think when you're defending a well below par total, even if you want to be disciplined and create pressure, you do go searching a little bit. And I think there's no doubt we went searching with the ball. We weren't probably able to execute as many balls as we wanted to. And you can play with a bit of freedom when you're chasing a score like that. So, look, all in all, it was a poor day's work and one that we're going to have to turn around pretty quickly.